and they're not getting it. But I think that's kind of playing into their favor because it just makes them even more hungry to win.
Oh, for sure. There's always a little extra, right? You want to shut up the haters. You want to prove people wrong. Gives you a little more motivation. Cloud9 starting off on the attacking side. And I think for 100 Thieves, there are a lot of expectations too. A team that finally feels like they're starting to come together. Boostio's returning back to form. He's fragging.
Yeah.
And that hasn't always been the case. So this feels like a team that's starting to peak at the right time.
And something really cool for 100 Thieves is they actually got to watch C9 play this map already this week.
Yeah, true.
So maybe we'll see some kind of prep and some kind of counters to how C9 likes to play. But Vanity is no slouch to how he likes to IGL on attack. And I'm sure he's going to put a different look in the mix.
His presence has already been spotted. And that double swing looked like it was going to be trouble from the very beginning. Cryo's going to join in on the fun.
I have the spike.
And numbers in favor of the defense. The spike gets scooped up. And this will give Cloud9 a moment to pause, collect their thoughts, and see what they want to do with the rest of the round.
It's so interesting to see how the meta of Valorant changes week by week, you know? I feel like a couple weeks ago, it was just retake, post-plant simulator. And now you're seeing teams just be so proactive with the double swings and everything like that off of utility and whatnot. Oh, and if Oxy walks into here, he's surely going to walk into his demise. The shorty's too good!
Oh, no! He had backup help! Bang over the top, cleans him up. 100 Thieves get the pistol. I was going to say, the problem with the shorty is you only get 2 shots. All good.
But he lived through all of that.
It was the boy who lived.
And he almost got a knife kill. I think if Bang didn't put in those extra firing shots, he would have gotten it. Look at this.
Toxic that he still
maniac,
right?
Oh, he was so close.
Oh, dude, you could tell. He thought he was going to get it too.
Dude, they're already standing up in their chairs. It's only been 1 round.
That's the Boostio special, man. 3 Bulldogs and 2 rifles. A Phantom and a Vandal. While Cloud9 have put a Sheriff in the hands of Oxy. You know, this is a little different from what we normally see. Oftentimes they give him the Guardian and it's just pistols, but this time just the Sheriff. Still no damage done.
Oh, that was a clean shot there on the angle that Boostio was holding, and now he's going to reposition. Rooney with the deagle. Always good for 1.
At least.
Ender says it the best. And he's right.
And flash out of showers. Cryo's playing in the smoke. It's just set up. Vanity with a really good trade there, down to 30 HP. And they have upgraded a weapon. It's gone into hands this episode. So oh, never mind. I was going to say, it has the potential, but it seems like it's stabilized. Moose in a 1v3 with the Classic will not be able to deliver. 100 Thieves get their second.
That's awesome. The IGL and the main duelist, 400 Thieves, are popping off right now, and that's what you want if you're a 100 Thieves fan. You already seen the energy that Boostio and Cryo were giving off, and I feel like I don't know if I've ever seen Cryo get out of his chair, ever.
Yeah,
especially for a pistol round that he went 1 and done for, but so hyped for his teammates.
Spike planted.
And Asuna already looking dialed in. Already crispy with it.
Into the gun round we go. We see 100 Thieves. They carry a couple of those rifles over. Still 2 Sheriffs. So you're already starting to see the financial approach they want to take into this half, right? They can balance things out. You don't really hurt yourself too much. And you're setting yourself up well for the future.
Blinded.
So far, C9 just trying to show some early B-long presence with that Sky Flash, but the up-down here, 400 Thieves is actually going to buy the rotate of Asuna. Nobody walked up with that utility that C9 threw, and they're aware of that. So Asuna will be here with a Vandal and a nade for this actual A-hit.
Full util.
Yeah.
EU to play contact.
And he's just, his job is just to delay and control U-Haul, maybe back off after they invest too much utility and too many bodies into him.
Oh, I thought he was just going to try to drop a seize and run away with Asuna's nade, excuse me, but decides to take the fight. Oxy caught.
Oh my gosh.
Spike down A.
This is such an impressive round for 100 Thieves so far.
Wow, Cryo wanted that gun so bad.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter though. They should be able to clean this up, and it's a nice, very basic round from 100 Thieves. They started 3 on the B site, understood that C9 didn't make any presence to push them off the actual B long line. And that was all the info they needed to stack 3 on that site, and Oxy just unaware, kind of all of C9 kind of unaware that somebody could be in showers. A bit of a blunder here.
And again, financially, they're set up so well. They won that round by only buying 3 rifles.
Yeah, Crowd got 2 with a deagle.
Yep.
Sheriff, I should say. Same difference.
Bang at 5,500 credits. 47, 4,000. They have so much money to play with.
And the ult economy is starting to flourish too. 400 Thieves.
Yeah,
Cryo's 1 off. Yeah. Asuna 2 off.
Right there.
Not opting to take control of any orbs here. Just, I think they understand that C9 are kind of wild cards when it comes to these eco rounds that they have. So they just want to play really safe, play together, not give anything away for free. Besides an orb or 2.
Lucio should be hearing a lot of what's going on around him here.
Yeah.
Off of the comms, the rotates come through. Bang has joined the fray along with EU. The question now is for Cloud9, what do you do? You've gotten this far up, you have a split B. You just don't really have the weaponry. But they're gonna try to push it anyway. Vanity falls. There's not much else to do here. Oh, that's tough.
Oxy actually dinked EU there with his own Sheriff. Got him down to 5 HP.
Enemy remaining.
Not much of a fight in this
left.
round put up by Cloud9, and again, understandably so. It was a stinger, if I'm not mistaken, and then 4 sheriffs, so. Or at least a couple of sheriffs. So for 100 Thieves, again, we've got to mention the fact the guns are in great shape. The ults are in great shape. They can run away with this thing.
Yeah, and the name of the game for Bind lately has been these re-clears off of noise cutting from the attacking side. And that's what we saw. That's how you saw Vanity get picked off and be long. The proactivity from these teams on the defensive side, it's just so good, and it gives you all the info in the world. So even after that kill came through, Asuna and Lucio, I believe, were just double pushing down B long to secure even more info that everybody was towards that short A area.
4 rounds in a row. Asuna with ult, Cryo as well.
More proactivity here with a smoke this time, so this should be obvious. And there it is, the spam from Rooney.
No showstopper this time.
He will not be taken for a fool with that smoke. That Boostio already trying to even out the numbers. The problem is there is Cypher trips up because this is a full gun round. So that is the benefit of C9 running the Cypher compared to another initiator or something else. Rooney can actually lean over and be with the team at times. Doesn't always have to lurk and watch the flank.
See the utility start to soar.
What a tether!
No way.
That was sick.
And the spam through. They invest the ult. Through all of it, though. The defenses on B are weak, and they're continuing to trouble. Cryo's the only one here. Boostio's still playing on the other side of the map. Cryo with so much to do, and no targets found. Oxy with 3 on the round. Cloud9 flirting with getting their first.
Spike planted.
Oxy just doing Oxy things. He understood the timing there, that the Viper wouldn't have his gun pulled out in time. And he should be going down here because of this mosh pit.
Ooh. Boostio got his. He got his 1.
Yeah. I mean, clean round from C9. Putting themselves on the board so far.
1000%.
I really liked what 100 Thieves did here, though.
Oh, wow.
On this long area, this could have gone really south for them had this tether hit more players. What a cool idea. And for Bang, he just got caught lacking, wasn't aware of the timing that Oxy was going to take, but
Yeah.
he's a player that takes those timings and it wins them so many rounds. So let's see if 100 Thieves try to punish him for taking timings like that from now on out. And
Oh, there's a gap.
oh, that was the opportunity. They did that on purpose.
The thing is, Boostie's often good for those too.
Yeah, it's still so early in the series. You probably just need to get a little bit more warmed up with the op.
Yeah.
Scout destroyed.
I mean, that gun is a beast of its own.
For as much as we've talked about 100 Thieves and their ult economy and how it's starting to snowball, Cloud9 are in a similar position. They have Oxys and Vanities, Zeppos too.
Yeah, and winning last round, getting the enemy Brim ult out, that's a W.
I've got your trail.
4 players will be here on this A site, and Expect Asuna to pop this rocket.
Yeah, when does he do it? Cryo falls. Asuna goes up top. Spots one. Landed it on Rui and got info that there was one closer. It's going to be traded out by Oxys. Little raise on raise. This time Lucio finding value with the op. But Oxy pushing forward. Cloud9 with an advantage and a considerable one too because the spike has been planted with it. Such a decisive exec from Cloud9.
Yeah, Oxy has no hesitation right now when he's going for these aggro plays and pushes. Catching Boostio off guard there in the reload animation of the op.
Which is really when Oxy's been at his best, right? When he's not really thinking about it, when he's just pushing forward. Hang on, 100 Thieves may have a shot at this thing. 2v2, Vanity holds the line, or at least attempts to. It drops to 1.
Moose has a cam.
Far away, it's planted for him too. He just spotted the tail. EU falls, Cloud9 get their second.
Wow. A good answer back from C9, stringing 2 rounds together. And I have a feeling we're in for a hell of a match right now. I think it's going to be another one of those teams that win a series of rounds and then the other one comes back and whatnot. And you know Boostio wishes he got that kill because Oxy, who ended up taking 2 players out, would have gone down early on.
Yeah, for sure.
No rocket in that round. Economy still good though. A full buy. Without 100 Thieves, and that's what you were talking about earlier, how they set themselves up in the round by winning that bonus.
They're starting to reach the bottom of that well though. This feels like they've got to win this one. As far as economy goes, if they want to keep this thing rolling.
Oh my gosh.
Spike down, B.
Dude, when Bang is on, he's insane.
That was so fast. No util used there from C9 either, and that's ultimately what their demise was. No Roomba, no flash.
Yeah.
Can't be walking into Bang's crosshair like that. And now this just seems so hard. If you're C9, Moose actually has to go huge here and win this 1v1 in U-Haul against Cryo. And his timing might be just perfect.
There's the first.
They have a chance now.
Ah, but I mean,
He was just exposed in the open.
does he take this fight too? Oh, he's so far up. He's getting so much info.
He's crazy for re-peeking that second time. But I respect the confidence.
The guy's fearless. He continues to play with fire. Somehow goes without being punished and gets a kill on Moose. Finally traded out. Rooney with 15 HP. As Zappa's dancing around, feeling some of the pressure of the room, but feeling the pressure of 100 Thieves pushing forward.
No flashes.
Do they have any util? Zappa has a dog. Oh, and he's got a gun, but it runs dry!
No way! Oh, he would have had that guaranteed.
Yup.
No ammo. That's how you lose the round. I mean, they did such a good job bringing that back. Oh man, that looked effortless from Bang.
Yeah.
So close. Medesk was talking about Moose.
And a light buy for Cloud9. Yeah, I wonder here what the adaptation is, because you're right, the contact stuff hasn't always delivered.
Yeah, not so far. And EU is just playing this CT spawn to rotate in with ult, expecting a death ball.
As soon as there was any sort of utility, there was the dog from Zeppa. You're right, EU rotates.
Oh my gosh.
Do they stay?
I mean, Cryo might just get a 5-man spray down here off a contact.
Are they trying to draw it out? Are they actually intent on hitting this? Oh, I think they might be.
Bring them down.
They're starting to creep forward. The Prowler first used. It looked like it got caught.
Oxy's doing Oxy things again.
He's so far up.
And nobody moving from the B side for 100 Thieves, but Cryo peeks out.
There
That's the spray down I was talking about.
Cryo with 3.
Remaining.
Moose, who was playing on the other side of the map, waiting for the flank to come through, never arrived. And so now he has to try to win at 1vx again without even really having Spike in hand.
It's hard to say for Oxy what he was dialing on. Maybe he was worried about somebody being in that shower area again because he got punished. in that previous round that we
Right.
saw when he was entering onto the site. So I think he wasn't trained
They have
on that
courage.
U-Haul peak from Cryo because he was worried about somebody being in there.
Oh, it's so tough.
It was a
too.
big gap.
Yeah, it's so tough too. Like Boosty could have flashed out of it. EU could have dogged out of it and then fought. Like those brim smokes are great for providing some cover, but there's nothing really to impede them from swinging.
I just don't understand why nobody was holding Oxy's U-Haul there. Because he made it all the way out towards shower. There's nowhere else for you to really look. But they were just sitting in the back of short, just holding the smokes for some reason. Maybe holding for flashes, like you said.
Early pit used from Bang on a short. Meanwhile, the rest of Cloud9 heavy lean B. And they've been quiet about it too. Really no indication of where they're headed.
Boostio's Spidey senses are tingling here.
Yeah. That's a pixel.
He's hit it. Oh,
Doesn't do it this time. I believe he only saw one cross too.
oh, they're gonna run it down here.
They have the dog.
Oxy, go kill, Doug.
They don't have a hookah though. Oh my gosh, Kyle's just jumping out! Right into his death! Oxy go kill was right! You've got Moose to help contain too.
Welcome to my
Bang's in a world of hurt. Now they're gonna have to deal with Cloud9's pit.
He might silent drop here. Oh, it's not enough. Vanity with the running gun.
With a Spectre 2 upgrades to a Phantom, and the round is done.
I feel like Oxy go kill works 70% of the time.
Oh, more than that.
So reliable. Oh, such a sick transfer too. To have the mechanical skill to do something like that,
Yeah.
especially with an RNG gun like the Vandal. Sometimes those bullets just be going anywhere.
Another round through for Cloud9. They're staying in this fight. A big round win too. The money wasn't great.
Yeah, and, nothing too crazy. I mean, just taking B long control. This time, instead of cutting noise, just hitting. That's the cool thing about how Vanity calls, is that you don't know if they're depositing somebody or they're rotating back to their side, or if it's actually a full commit. He does a really good job of masking the different types of plays that they like to do on attack.
Vanity's just been so good these last couple of weeks, man.
Yeah, his attack calling has been, it's been awesome.
I mean, it's been exceptional.
Yeah.
And you see there some of the depth behind it. But with all that said, he's still facing 3-round deficit. So there's still work to be done. 1 point away from having his ult online.
Toxins going up.
Here's that proactivity.
Remember, there was a smoke last time to suggest that the push was up. This time it's dry, and Rooney's the ward to find out what's going on.
Yeah, and that's why you see Oxy taking all this free real estate in shower, but the reclear is coming back to shower now.
They just have such a good idea of what's going on. Austin just satcheled in and out of showers.
Yeah.
Took the angle, tried finding the fight, and it wasn't there. But he gives the space back.
Launching smoke. Stim beacon down.
Oxy has his ult. Or excuse me, Cryo has his ult. They're like waiting it out. They're trying to bait it out. But instead, he gets a kill on the Zeppa.
Suna's gotta move!
Austin, you've got nowhere to go.
Wait, what?
Oh, he still gets a kill. Almost lands a second. The spike's still not planted. It's been so labored. They had no idea where EU was. He cleans up the round as 100 Thieves gets 7.
Oh my gosh. I mean, both teams are doing such a good job in these rounds. I thought it was great for C9 not to get picked off by any of the re-aggression from 100 Thieves, but also 100 Thieves being proactive and short, going back and re-clearing showers, making the enemy team use more and more util so that when it comes to the actual site hit, they have the advantage.
Yeah, there's nothing left.
The fact that they fell back into backside unscathed was the win condition in that round.
And it really felt like Cloud9 were trying to draw out Cryo's ult that whole time.
Yeah.
He tapped, what, 3, maybe even 4 times?
Dude, Cryo's been playing this U-Haul area, this A site in general, very, very well.
Yeah.
For a duelist main, man, not too shabby.
The dog paves the way. Oxy with the ult finds Bang.
Jeez.
Healing over here.
And off of this, they reset. EU with a little jump spot. Gets tagged by the cam. And Boosty had the op in the last round, has it this time too.
Proactivity in A short right now from Cryo. This might be the indicator for Boosty to start leaning over towards that B site. And for C9, any site you hit at right now, you know that there's probably going to be only 2 there. Oh, what a trade.
Yeah, there goes one of them. Boostie's now rotated over. They still haven't made it out, and he's got the op.
He's so scared.
He's just smoked off for now, though. There's really no information of what's happening on site. They're being starved.
Oh, no
He's
one's
gotten
hookah though.
through. Oh, he's gotten through. He finds one. And the Dizzy up top, Zeppa in his lap. And he's gonna be punished. The spam not connecting. Oh, he's not gonna do it either. Cryo's left in a 1v2 position now, given away. He's guessing, trying to find where the challenge will come from. Anyone who dares swing a moose falls. Zeppa left alone, and he's gonna clutch it out for Cloud9. A 3K as Cloud9 get 4.
Wow. That got scary for Cloud9 for a second.
That got terrifying.
Boostio was actually so scared to walk through that smoke because there could have been a guy in hookah holding him, right? But he understands he has to take that gamble if they want any chance of winning the round. And it got really close. Good from Zeppa there to close this round out, because Cryo, who's been on a heater, I felt like one more bullet would have been right on target.
Yeah. Last round of the half. Cloud9 looking to get their 5th light armor on a couple of members. And the ults again, favoring 100 Thieves. Osmo's one away from his. Cryo has his online.
Poison orb emitting.
Bang, feeling the pressure, gives the space up. And they freeze.
Yeah. Oxy not going too crazy this time. Probably wise of him. That stinger can be so deadly with these close range battles. Almost feels like you just get shredded in a second if you don't get the headshot.
He hasn't gone crazy yet.
Asuna is here now, though, with Boosty. And here comes the rocket.
There was the C's. Asuna buys his time. He's patient. Just a couple of moments now before the rocket's fired. Oxy falls. Surprised they're not investing more. Well, I guess that's why. Boostio gets 4. Asuna gets the last.
What a great half from 100 Thieves.
Switching sides.
Dude, 100 Thieves have been improving so much, and it's showing. I mean, they're taking these fights together.
Spike down.
3 players.
Flawless.
Oh, he's like, they're nervous.
Spotify. Do you actually pay for Oxy Spotify? That's amazing. An 8-4 half in favor of 100 Thieves. We'll see what they can do on the attack side.
Yeah, and this 100 Thieves comp on attack, it's so annoying to hold sights against. So I think C9 is going to have to be really, really proactive against it, because that Fade util, that Gecko Molly, the Viper Mollies, the Raisinade, everything that comes out on these executes for the comp, it's like you can't even play in the site at all.
Well, it's
clears
funny,
out everything.
you would expect them to be playing back a little bit because they have Cypher's util. It's set up B, and look at how aggressive they've gone A. They've already cleared showers. They sent 2 up that way.
What's the reaction from 100 Thieves? I like that they're not straight up speeding into the B site.
And I also like that Rooney, expecting it, instantly started to rotate B. Started to see some of the chess game play out. Rooney's already fallen, though.
And that was all on purpose. They took that hookah control and held CT for the rotate, because most teams, when they get checked in shower, they just go fast B.
They flip the map. Now we're going to see how they deal with all of these trips, all this utility that's so suffocating to try to get through.
B.
They've gotten some space, and it looks like they're well, they might get the spike down. They do. Boostio down to 28 HP. Vanity has 1 smoke left, just got used, still has his molly. Bang trying to hold the line. It looks like he's gonna get double face, feels the pressure. Sees the opposition and takes a step back. All while the spike ticks away. Bang snapping on the boost. 1 falls, looking for the second. A little bit of damage done. Bang's enough to do it on his own, and he cannot. The 1v1 goes the way of Vanity as Cloud9 get their 5th.
Wow. Really sick retake from C9 there. And EU kind of just got stuck in that hookah area because they have no sentinel. He was so worried about the flank coming in. That's why he stayed here for so long. Nice shots.
Very steady.
Last
Yeah.
player.
He has to jump out of a smoke drive because his teammates are just getting flooded on the site.
Right.
The mind games already from C9. And that's why they're going to be pushing these extremities and going for plays like that. Because they understand that if no one checks them on that, they have all that free space and they can make a better read on the round.
Now keep an eye on, I want to really keep an eye on what Moose is doing with his utility round after round. Remember in the previous round, he had those crazy trips B. This round has rotated over to A. He's got the cam and the 2 trips set up too.
And a judge.
And a judge, you're right.
This is not something you see very often out of teams buying all deagles.
Toxins going up.
3 deagles in the round. They're probably going to have light armor unless they can get the bomb down.
Toxin screen
I
down.
do think that's how this, yeah, man, I really feel like that's how this half is going to be decided. If 100 Thieves can figure out how to get past the Cypher util, they've got a shot at it. But if Moose continues to run circles around him,
He chooses to swing that and just free fire with the classic.
this could get ugly. A flawless round for Cloud9.
And you know what? Daznert is somewhere out there watching this, very proud of what Moose just did. Double trip, judge setup. I mean, that just proves it, no? Daznert is VCT ready.
Yeah, must be. Thing is, they have some util to try to find these two and then kind of play the map out. Boostio's got to get a good read on what Moose is doing, where his setups have been.
They changed it up again?
Yeah, and that's what makes it so difficult, right? If the objective is to find where Moose and his setups are and then kind of play around it, it becomes borderline impossible.
And the crazy thing is he has his cam on A, so it's masking it even further.
Yeah.
If 100 Thieves decide to pop their Viper wall up and he just shows that he shoots his camera through the Viper wall, and 100 Thieves see that, they're going to think that he's playing that A site again.
Right.
And that might funnel them into this hookah control. So the mind game's being played like crazy right now.
Playing up close with the judge in hand again.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, they may rotate that way. Flash in the hands of Zeppa. Really nothing to contact it.
It's a pop flash off of somebody top site.
Oh yeah, it is. It's off for Rooney, isn't it? And he lands the shots onto Boosty.
He's too good at holding angles.
And they're about to find out the trips are here. He gets caught.
But he's alive.
That's because there was no way for him for Moose to swing out from hookah, but he holds the space. They have to understand that he's here. They're guessing where could he possibly be. See some of the spam come through. A big round could go the way of Cloud9 if they can hold, but Moose falls. The spike has been planted. 100 Thieves with full control here.
Surely Oxy doesn't clear this angle.
That's just so miserable. He
still
still
got
gets his one. Asuna up close. Rooney waiting on the other side. He's been steady. He gets his second, but ultimately falls.
Last player
Zappa's
standing.
not going to be able to do it, and now Vanity left alone. A Spectre in hand, Cryo and EU both weak. Some damage has been dealt, but so much left to do. Just not enough time to pull it off.
Wow. I actually really liked how Moose played that hookah, but Bang just checking it. Doesn't care that he could be in there with a judge. And you were right the entire time. They were so aware
Toxins going.
of Moose being just in there. Just a really good post plant from 100 Thieves after they got the advantage on the site.
Yeah, 1000%.
Having each other's backs,
And then
peeking in
remember,
and out.
that was off of Rudy getting the opener.
Yeah.
That was a 4v5. So into the next we go. You mentioned it, a smattering of light armor across both teams. And a slow round for 100 Thieves. So convinced that there's going to be pressure showers. Look at where you is on the minimap.
Yeah. And it's a little headshot angle, a little head glitch. But the double trips on short. It's to counter Asuna from entering in. But he's not even near that side of the map.
Not yet. That's the thing, with where the spike is now, 100 Thieves are doing a really good job of leaving all options available.
Yeah. And when you play this slow on the attacking side, it really puts doubt in the defenders.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
sometimes they'll make a mistake trying to expose themselves for info.
They did just get a little bit, though. Zeppa's dog just jiggled down B long. So they know there's some presence.
Yeah, Zeppa just spotted the raise too. I wonder if that causes 100 Thieves to go towards the A site, but I think Boostio's Mouse just died?
Nope. This is important stuff. Observers go back.
30 seconds left.
I saw a referee just trying to help him out right now. So something's wrong with Boostio's setup for sure. That's why he's not moving. 100 Thieves are gonna have to exec without him here. And this is tough. Maybe you just go for a save?
I feel controversy afoot.
Yeah, this is tough.
Find you.
Well, he's on the move now.
10
Kind of.
seconds left.
He can't move his mouse.
Yeah, he's just looking forward.
But C9 don't know that.
Something's not quite right.
C9 don't know that though, so they might think he's lurking, and that's why you see Zeppa still by the B site.
He's just holding W.
Yeah, he's just trying to be a body bag for them to trade off of. His mouse died. He can't even switch his gun.
It's an IGL masterclass right now.
Go, swing with me.
We need to leave it on his POV. Unfortunately, he dies. They might win the round anyway.
Last player standing.
Oh, EU turns around. Perfect timing. It's the craziest round. They won 4v5.
Oh no, he's popping off.
He's like, you guys are.
Yeah, you can't say what he said.
Yep.
I was reading his lip. You'd get fined.
I've never seen that. He's like, bro, I got another one
10
backstage.
seconds
Yo,
left.
What if we just watched?
what a W IGL, just giving his body to the cause.
Enemy remaining. Makes 3.
Dude, I don't think we're ever gonna see a scenario like this again in the match.
Watching Boostio define the meta before our very eyes.
Oh my God. The reactions from the players, even now, they can't believe it. They're laughing so hard.
And for those of you who can read lips,
A style where on the anti-ecos, they just play back and wait.
if you look here, every single player on the side of 100 Thieves is one away from having their ult online.
And that's why you see this deep trip into showers from Moose. Try to get that early info if they decide to grab that orb. But the guns are just not there for C9 to really punish much of anything. If they can manage to scrap a couple kills, that could be an opening for Oxy to pop his ult and maybe secure the round win, and that would be huge.
Oh, it'd be massive.
If they can steal this round away, that would be great. But
the Dizzy goes over the top.
it's so hard to hold in sight. Remember what I said earlier. These mollies are going to come out with the fade util. Is there anything to clear Zeppa here close?
No, I'm up, Mosh.
You think it'd be used dogs. Yeah, and the
they're
first
gonna
has been used. You see all of that utility.
Look at that tether.
Vanity
Mollies
caught,
everywhere.
but he's gonna survive.
They have nobody on the other side of the map, though.
Face your
So they
fear!
can't really go back and take the TP without it being a risk.
And Nightfall's only tagging one. They have to understand that Hookah's a weakness, that they don't have that space.
30 seconds left.
So we're gonna have to see them fight this fight on two fronts. I imagine they're gonna try to take elbow here to equalize things a little bit and alleviate the pressure that's coming from Spawn.
Yeah. But Busio's going to be stuck in a bad place.
He needs help. He falls. There was Oxy's ult instantly traded. But Cloud9 are making a run at this. They have numbers advantage, but they don't have run advantage, and that might be the difference maker. Where's Bang going? Zeppa's hunting. Doesn't get the kill. Both ults used. He's gotta know. There it is. Rooney and his Sheriff cannot pull things out. 100 Thieves get to 11.
Yeah, and you set that up perfectly. Once that fade ult came through and they realized it only tagged one person, and it tagged them that late, they understood that there was nobody actually on the site,
Right.
and that they're probably stuck in Hookah, and that causes Cryo to smoke off Hookah, and they just play their gun advantage. They knew that C9 didn't have any rifles going into this round. And still almost got dicey. That's a really nice trade from Vanity.
Oh, gorgeous trade from Vanity.
Did I get inside?
Yeah,
your
even
head?
taking the elbow control, they understand they have to take that space. Otherwise,
Right.
they're just going to get pinched on site, kind of how Boosie just got stuck out there. And more proactivity. This time from C9. Oxy should be good for this kill.
Almost gets a second.
A.
But Vanity's able to help.
Great trades. EU took showers on his own. With no delay.
Cryo still has one smoke here.
Poison's off.
Between that and Bang's util, they should have some room to work.
Toxin screen down.
Guess who's waiting on the other side? Not a judge this time. It's a Phantom.
Oh, his timing is terrible.
But Zeppa fills in on the space.
Down A.
Cryo, does he dare swing? He does, and he wins.
That's a
Poison's
big,
off.
big kill.
With 56 seconds left, they have some time. They actually have an outrageous abundance of time. The thing is, Cryo's already in U-Haul. Do they feel like they're committed to this? They don't really have a choice. Rooney finds a space, finds a timing, almost snaps.
He hears
onto
too.
Cryo too, but somehow Cryo gets away.
Cam is still here though, and trips.
That's such a miserable feeling.
Oh, he's
30
about to get
seconds
tagged
left.
as well. It's just gonna be straight up aim duels from this point on. And they know where he is.
The Cam wins the first duel.
Oh, he's gonna run into the trip.
No way! Holy smokes, Cryo!
Match point.
Unbelievable! The Red Bull clutch to get 100 Thieves to map point.
If you're C9 there, I mean, it's tough. There's not much you can really do.
No.
You did almost everything right. You wanted to peek together, but the angle just was perfect for Cryo in the moment. I mean, Rooney got wallbang and headshot. I didn't even see him on a screen when he peeked. I guarantee it.
That's tragic.
What can you do about that? There's nothing you can do about that.
No. And before you even have really any sort of moment to think about it, we're right into the next. 100 Thieves are already investing a ton of util.
Dude, that is such a cool
He's really far up. Hello.
B-long default. As I say that, Moose does the funny again on short. And that trip did not get broken.
No.
He might do it again.
Oh, he's gonna get so much info off of this. 1, 2 spotted. In 4K. Look at this.
Somebody peek the guy top truck, please.
Dude, this is one of the silliest games I think I've ever seen.
Oh, now he drops. And then Vanity dies like that.
Right there.
Boosty with 14 HP commits to getting the spike down. Cloud9 with numbers and health to try to fight this thing, but the judge from a distance will not do that. Oxy tries to find high ground, gives it right back. And Zeppa's on the flank.
He's gonna find the timing too.
A 2v3 quickly turns into a 2v2, and remember, Boosty's so weak.
Player standing.
But it's just not enough. Can Zeppa do it on his own?
One enemy
Finds the
remaining.
first. Asuna patiently waiting as the spike ticks away. Time evading Cloud9. Zeppa has to take the fight, finds it, and he's gonna get the defuse.
Wow.
Very well played.
Boosty getting a little too ahead of himself there, feeling it a little bit too much. Had they just played the bomb, made Zeppa come a little bit closer, maybe double swing off the tap, you secure the win there. Why give free 1v1s and give a team like C9 the chance to come back? We've seen how crazy C9 can be when they get the momentum that they need. But I really like how 100 Thieves have cooked up on this comp, especially on that round. They had a Gecko Molly that cleared out all of Octagon while EU is pressuring B long. And then they're taking hookah control as well with the Gecko Flash and the Dizzy. It was really cool.
Where are you?
For 100 Thieves here, just one weapon in the hands of Asuna. Cryo has a shorty. I mean, they're really digging deep on this one. He still somehow gets a kill. He's already back sight. They don't have showers control, at least not yet. They're investing the pit on this? They're convinced they can win it. They've gotten the spike down. And he's gunning for more. There's no way this is how this map ends.
EU got a 1D from short to heaven as well.
Actually, given how this map has gone, this would be fitting.
Yeah, it just seems like everything
Oxy's
is leading the way of 100 Thieves winning this
Yeah,
map for sure.
Oxy's getting wrapped. He's the last one alive. Asuna cleans him up. 13-7 in favor of 100 Thieves.
Jeez. I don't know, the map that they just played and the way that they won, the emotions are really high for 100 Thieves right now. And I think that's gonna honestly give them a good start to this map. And in terms of the Cypher versus KJ, it's sometimes really tough.
If you want someone to heat up, though, that's who it is. It's got to be Oxy. Keep going, though. What are your thoughts on the KJ versus Cypher?
It's kind of tough to play Cypher against it sometimes, especially on the defense, because the knife hits so much of the areas that you're holding sights from. And
That's a good point.
EU's shock darts are really, really good as well. So we got to look out for that in the next half.
Remember, it was just a couple of weeks ago that it felt like Cryo let his hair down, so to speak, and played much more comfortably on the Jet. We'll see if he can replicate that against an Oxy who's obviously heating up and who's going to be looking to take the fight to his doorstep, right? We've had so much of this talk around Scrim Oxy and when does Scrim Oxy translate to Stage Oxy. We've seen it start to come through to fruition, but Cryo's going to have to deal with that same level of heat.
Yeah, and right now in this round, there's no need for 100 Thieves to rotate off of this A site because Bang is pushed up all the way in mid. So there will be a triple setup here. The trifecta to take Oxy out. That's one way to do it.
That's huge. They're going to get the second on Zeppa too.
They got bomb. That's a big.
But Bang is taking so much space. They're going to rotate right back into him. Bang with so much to do, so much bird. They have no shot. Oh, well, that's certainly going to help. The paranoia buys a little bit of time. Moose cleans it up. 100 Thieves get the pistol.
Yeah, Bang. Getting re-aggro in mid there after that first blood from Oxy. And that ultimately made it so that C9 were just funneled into going A, and if they ever went back, Bang just has this little backstab, so. Another pistol win in the way of 100 Thieves, and C9 didn't get bombed down, so you can't really force up a gun to give it to Oxy.
3 suppressed.
Early knife tagging 3. You've got Austin who's playing close by with Cryo. Not far off. A Guardian in hand too.
Deployed.
I think Imi was right with his little interview that he had, talking about how it seems like C9's kind of regressing a little bit because in that scenario, in that pistol round that we just witnessed, they got denied at A after they were up 4v5. But the problem is nobody went back to clear out anything of mid or the B side of the map. So, I mean, 100 Thieves was good of them to get pushed up in those areas and just lock them in.
EU trying to take an angle with the Bulldog.
Oh, he's stuck.
But he's got the weaponry for it. That dash did not go as intended. Boostio's gotten 2 on the round. EU trying to get 2 of his own.
Out of charges.
Only 1 so far. Still has the dart.
1 enemy remaining.
And they're just sitting ducks now. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Zeppa with 2 HP as he gets swarmed, surrounded, and destroyed. A flawless round for 100 Thieves.
Very, very convincing. Boosty going huge there with the Deagle. Getting 2 in the choke to back up EU. Otherwise, EU was dead to rights.
Yeah, he was flashed.
I mean, you saw how convinced Moose was there. He was the first one to swing out. He was ready to take out EU. Here we go, first gun round for C9, and I want to see the old Vanity calling. I want to see him calling feints and doubling back on certain sites, not getting stuck in one choke and just re-hitting without any info gathered on the other side of the map. But this is really early to have an op-up for Cryo.
Light armor to you. I mean, and it's concealed so far. Hasn't been spotted, hasn't been shot. So no way to have an understanding of the threat that's waiting on the other side.
Seems like...
Oh, that was a step made. Boosty hears that. The flash in his face, not able to get the kills.
I think we can blame the wire on that one.
Maybe.
Before that happened, I was going to say, it seems like Boostio does have a hard read on playing this middle area of the map. I mean, 9 times out of 10, he probably gets that kill on Oxy. He didn't get hard cleared. And that flash actually didn't full blind him either. Oh, this timing.
The nade is perfect. As soon as he feels the knife coming, understands there's pressure, likely waiting on the other side. Bang with a big kill. A little bit of mid space. They still don't know the op is up. Cryo's been so patient.
This should get smoked off.
And there
now
it
they're
is.
going to go back to A. This is the IG link I was
30
talking about.
seconds left.
But Bang is there waiting once more.
Yeah.
Similar scenes to what we saw in the pistol. How much can Bang do? 1 found the second. Almost
down
gets the
mid.
3rd. Moose has been dinked. 35 HP.
That's one way to do it.
Now with 13 seconds left, the question is, does Cryo just stick with the op? Does he switch weapons
10
and try to
seconds
secure the
left.
round? Because he's about to face check Moose very up
enemy
close,
remaining.
very personal. And it's easy for Moose at that point. EU with a lot to do. The first falls and time is in abundance right now.
It's not planted for Rooney, though. And Rooney has no utility. Maybe his dart will come back up soon.
The door is cleared.
Oh, he's about to be found out from this drone.
Doesn't get tagged.
Revealing area.
And now the dart buys a little bit of time. It's cleared. Rooney's gonna have to go all the way around Jenny if he wants to stop this. Gets it to half. There's the drop. The mind games begin, and EU wins them out.
And he's gonna save the up on top of that. He has the time. Cryo, run the ops and guard him.
gotta
Go,
get
go,
there.
go. Yeah, he's got it. Definitely. Wow, bang.
Wow.
He was the difference maker. It was
Yeah.
actually great calling from Vanity into this round. But Bang getting what? Two
Two and
kills
a
there
dink.
and then a dink? Yeah. If he has a Vandal there or a Phantom, he probably kills him. Man, another bonus one. And that round right there, especially on a map like Ascent, when you're on the attacking side, man, it can feel like
Oh, it feels terrible.
devastation for you. But they will try to get these knives up for Oxy in this B main area. And they're gonna run into Cryos off.
Oh, he's really ahead of it. Somehow stays alive. Oxy goes up top though. Is there for the trade. Boosty tucked. With Asuna perched over his shoulder, trying to deal as much damage as he can. And there he goes. Oxy falls. The trap setup was too much. Blades find a little bit of value, but it's not enough to crack a sight wide open and look at the space that Bang has taken again. The guy is everywhere.
Wow. That's bombed down too.
B.
No space is safe.
And he hurt him.
Not when Bang is afoot. What a start for 100 Thieves.
Very ambitious of Oxy there to just run out the smoke dry. Surely you think that maybe there's some eyes trained on you in that choke.
How Cryo gets away with that blows my mind.
It's just a gun diff at that point. Sometimes the stinger doesn't connect like it usually does for Zeppa. I mean,
Sometimes it's laser beams,
Yeah.
and other times it's like,
that. I know what it's like to play against him on the safe side. It's not fun. Especially when he's on fire with that Phantom. He's such a good anchor. Right now, you're going to see a wine knife on this A side of the map, and he's already leaning B. This is El Clasico B rush.
oh, he's flat. She has to give the space back. Now the dash has been used. Oxy with no real way to go forward.
Deploying drone.
Just kind of has to walk his way out. And he's playing this perfectly. Holy smokes. But the nade might be the problem. Boosty with too many targets to deal with finally settles on Rooney. I don't know how Oxy's still alive. He's such a nuisance. Meanwhile, Bang just waiting for the inevitable threat to come. He knows there's danger on the other side. The question is when it strikes. Cutting of the noise is massive. Oxy still causing problems. Cryo takes matters into his own hands. Shoves the shorty down into Oxy and just obliterates Cloud9.
Cryo with the op, man. He's too good. Defensive opping god.
I mean, Oxy did such a good job here. He really played that as best as he could. Was constantly a problem.
You were the best!
You heard Boosty?
Let's bleep and go.
Yeah. You're the best.
Oxy does have that Guardian. He's gonna take on Cryo here.
Up close, not gonna connect. But again, he considers going in. A shorty, he dashes into his lap! Getting the best of Oxy once more. In identical fashion, no less.
And you saw C9 tried to set him up there. They gave him the utility.
Yeah.
The crowd disrespecting all of that. Fighting fire with fire. What a weird leg shot there, but
Eyes down.
Pops the knives, drops, moves.
he's feeling it.
I think we've had so many conversations around Cryo as a duelist and his style and how he delivers when he needs to,
Enemy remaining. Spike
when the
down
team
mid.
needs him to.
Jeez.
Right? Is he going to continue to be the type of Jet who holds a lane, who locks things down, or is he going to be aggressive and take space? And again, that's been the conversation around Cryo this entire stage. We've
Yeah.
seen him get more and more comfortable. Those two plays, particularly the one in the previous round where he pops the shorty, goes into the smoke, that's a
30
loose
seconds
Cryo.
left.
That's a comfortable Cryo. Honestly, that's a Baby Bay type play.
Yeah. And You are playing this character that has so much ability to just get in, get out really fast, and really punish players that are trying to, you know, walk into your sights or even just walk into certain space. And he's playing it perfectly right now. I like the cryo that plays aggressive. I like that he does this because he has the mechanical skill to back it up. He's always had that. I think, you know, Chamber. What is that? Why does Jet's neck look like that, bruh? That was creepy, man.
Stuff nightmares made out of.
Uncanny Valley right there. That was very interesting. But yeah, like he has the mechanical skill to make plays and go for it. I'm happy that now, even on the defensive side, he's going for that cap peek and staying and holding with the shorty.
Well, I think the other thing too is that's a cryo that people have been demanding. They've been begging for years now. And it's arriving at just the right time. Oxy though, no slouch, no stranger to playing aggressively, to taking space, and look, he's already creeping up into hell. Bang waiting on the other side, spams onto him. He was lit up like a tree. It's all on to Moose.
One enemy remaining.
The potential for this to get out of hand very quickly. Some might argue it already has. 7-0 for 100 Thieves.
Nothing working for C9 right now.
Good.
Opting now to just go into full rushes on the site. Maybe a little bit of frustration on that side. Cryo still hot in this entire map series. And Bang, ultimately the deciding factor there, in my opinion. He got that smoke off in time before the KO ult was able to hit him. And he's just able to delay back there. And yeah, if you're C9, you know he's back there, but are you gonna risk your life pushing all the way through that smoke?
And this feels like, I know it's early, he's what, 10-1 right now?
What is this snowball from Rooney?
Looking to get a tag, trying to clear some info out. Austin is up close, a flash in his face.
Whoa!
Oh boy. Throw that thing in reverse.
Oh, Bang!
They're trying to split and Bang does it again!
One enemy remaining.
He's already gotten 2 on the round! Jeez. An 8-0 start for 100 Thieves. I was gonna say this before all of that mess happened. This feels like a Bang who's currently 12-1 right now, who felt like the Bang who really took the world by storm when 100 Thieves was on their LCQ run. Where he was an anchor on A,
bro.
when he was locking the site down and getting multi-kill after multi-kill, and it really felt like we saw Bang really show up and really come into his own. And we've seen hints of that. Since then, this isn't a hint. This is the whole freaking thing. Bang's playing out of his mind right now.
I feel like you set it up perfectly with the last time they won the map against me specifically. I feel like I'm C9 right now. I've been there, man. It's not fun getting instant everywhere you go and running into a 3-man crossfire. Asuna, Cryo, and Bang on this A side of the map playing off of each other so well.
You know what the kicker is too? The last time they won, you know, that 2022 or whatever, Bang went 27-11.
I know, bro.
On Omen. He's doing
preaching.
it again.
You're preaching, brother.
Cage triggered.
What do Cloud9 do?
I don't know. I like that they're doing a slow approach now. I feel like they're kind of running their head into the wall there, trying to just have anything work, try to cheese any round. And sometimes 5-manning and stacking, just going for sight hits can actually work on a map like this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If you get those entries, it is GG for the enemy team trying to retake. And Cryo has been so mobile with this op. He's already setting up for this B split hit. He should be good for a multiple here.
Spike mid.
Barely
30
whiffs on
seconds
Oxy, but again, you see how they play off of each other. It's all a setup.
There's the multiple you were looking for.
No
He
way.
somehow lands a third.
I mean, this is...
Gun here.
They're playing these like triangle setups to a T.
Yeah. Boosty's gotten value from logs in more than one round. It's actually crazy.
Yeah,
It's
and-
a second timeout called from Mimi, by the way.
I mean, he has to. This is slipping away. You gotta at least get 3 on this half if you want any chance, I feel like. But you see the crossfires that they have. I don't even want to call them crossfires. It's just the way that they're peeking off of each other, right? Whether it's at the A site, Bang is sitting in the corner of Cat. Asuna's indoor, Cryo's heaven, and they all peek off.
Here, it's been a 50-50 split, so at Cloud9 have their work cut out for them.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough, especially when you're playing against the default comp that's just so versatile.
Revealing area.
And the name of the game right now for C9 should be find out where the op is, and formulate a plan around that.
Oh,
And
they
it looks
found
like they're
it.
doing just that.
They found an Oxy smoked off the alarm bot and then cleared it out.
You see this hesitation, though. I guess they have to because of the mollies.
Yeah. I mean, Oxy can't go right now. He also used his dash and his updraft already.
Yeah, his job right now is just to be a thorn in the back of C9.
And
But that dagger just hit him, no?
But honestly,
that's KO.
he's been that for many rounds. They just haven't really been able to convert around it. An opportunity to do it once again. EU waiting. If he tags him, this would be insane. Oh, he knows he's there.
Player standing. Spike down B.
Just on the other side. That was the safety valve. Ultimately falls. Oxy's gonna have to pull off another ridiculous moment, and he can't.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna jinx it.
No, don't. You did it
I'm gonna
yesterday.
jinx it.
Do it. You did it yesterday.
I'm not gonna jinx it.
Cryo, I mean, yeah, you see the highlight there. Boosty gets a couple of really big kills there. But again, we've got to talk about Bang. We've got to talk about Cryo.
Yeah, this is a complete dismantling of the C9 roster. And it does very much look like what Emmy was saying. Like, we're seeing the old C9 right now.
Get out of my way.
It doesn't always have to be Oxy go kill. But right now, C9 just doesn't have an answer for that not working. Specifically on this map. That's a big kill right there.
Yeah.
I mean, to peek top mid against an Opper. Vanity did TP on that mid box, though. So Cryo probably just didn't even see him. Maybe double scoped in.
Initiated.
Lockdown used. Now they have to reconsider how they want to approach this round.
I know this is all a feint, but C9.
They kind of have to reset and be here because they have no space anywhere else on the map. They have passive info from Cypher's util main, but that's it.
Yeah.
They're also not trying to conceal their intentions here. They're being loud about it. They're jump spotting. They know where they are, and they're going to try to hit this anyway. Look at all of the damage that they've taken. Oxy's down to 12. Rooney and Zeppa both weak.
Oxy's dead.
Wait. He tries to get up top. He gets boosty. But that's all it'll be.
Spike planted.
Somehow, they emerge to do that with the numbers advantage. They've got them red. Moose not able to find any value. Zeppa takes a step back. Threes for the rest of the round as the spike ticks away.
There is double flashes up.
You heard the first one used, the
400
second one
Thieves.
too. Zappa gets one, but it's traded right back. Vanity not
Last
able to control
player
it.
standing.
Bang, can he do it again? No! Rooney's the savior for Cloud9 as they're on the board. You did jinx it. You didn't even say it and you jinxed
Last
it.
round before the switch.
It still feels like it's a little too late, though, for C9.
I would have to agree.
But the sigh of relief to not be 13-0 lives on.
It's not a record you want.
Player standing.
Nice. Let's go. Come on. One more.
Let's go. It's one of them.
Spirits are still high, though. Maybe not for the coach, but
No, but
For the players.
We talked a lot about Vanity, how good of a leader he's been. That mentality right there is what's made this team so good. And yeah, it's not necessarily reflecting in the score right now, but it's just one round at a time, just one more.
can't escape this time because of that KO.
I know exactly.
Crowd getting first blooded. Back-to-back rounds. That was the answer that C9 needed way earlier in this series.
Bang, feeling the pressure.
Oh, man.
Can he manage it well? Too many targets, only one found. Looks like Cloud9 are well on their way to their second, barring something silly taking place, which has kind of been the theme of the series. Austin forced to wait on the other side of this.
Oh, this might be insane. He's going to break the door for him.
No shot.
That was beautiful.
That was.
And the high flash, too.
They swing out behind it. They've gotten it down to 2.
One enemy remaining.
Dagger!
I don't know what to say anymore.
You failed. Now
Every match that we have casted so far, Doug, there have been miracle plays. Teams just blowing
Switching
teams out.
sides.
I mean, this is crazy.
A 4v2. Not going their way in a post-plant situation.
One enemy
But it was so
remaining.
well played
Oh,
from
it was-
100 Thieves.
it was perfectly
like,
played.
EU breaking the door. Asuna with the perfect timing for that KO flash. Then the high flash. Asuna jumping out to just be a body bag for EU. I mean, it's beautiful.
And I've got to hit you all with the stat. This time, it's not going to be at your expense, fortunately. 613 days since 100 Thieves have won a rep on Ascent. 0-9 since the last time, the aforementioned, that we won't talk about anymore. I mean, the potential to do something special here.
Yeah, this has been a crazy map.
Yeah. They have such a massive lead here, too.
There's just so many good teams in the league at this point.
Look
I
at
truly feel like anybody can beat anybody.
See that trip? Trip was down in hell.
They didn't spot Boosty, though.
They've taken a lot of space B. They've got to understand the hit is A. Will the trip find value? Cryo goes up top.
I mean, we were talking about getting aggro. Look at him. He's went all the way into heaven and took out the Cypher.
So loose. He seems so comfortable.
Dude, when he plays like this, he's a star.
Yeah. That's a star that people have been expecting for 100 Thieves for so long, and it's finally coming into his
They're
own.
ready for this, too. It's all a bait.
The finishing touches.
Man,
Yeah,
foolproof.
certainly seems that way. All the utility coming out. Bang flashed up, 56 HP. Still has Ghost in hand. Zeppa's there. Oh,
He's gonna
swing,
stick this.
Falls.
Vanity's
Rudy's gotten
sticking.
2. Is there anything to stop him? He can hold it the whole way. You're right.
If there's a way to come back, it's that way. Stealing the round away. That easily could have been a 100 Thieves win. It probably should have been.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. I love the confidence he's
Enemy
playing
down.
with.
Cryo
A bit of
did-
a blunder at the end, but they have so much to work with.
Yeah. They've given themselves a long runway.
Yeah, huge buffer. It looks like just early A main control here out of the side of 100 Thieves. Just maybe trying to get some info, get an orb if they can. Oh, but this is going to be a double flash play with Zeppa swinging into it.
Put a Marshall in the hands of you.
Oh, did that smoke whiff or did he shoot him through?
65 HP. Vanity on the swing with the molly there. That one way is so miserable to try to get through.
Yeah, and C9 just not wanting 100 Thieves to get any orbs. At least towards the stack, the heavy side, which is A.
As soon as the orb was tapped, you're absolutely
Down
right.
A.
That was the cue to go.
Whoa! Nice moves, man.
This is a attack shooter, by the way.
One enemy remaining.
So the attack side of 100 Thieves, at least in this round, kind of goes down with a whimper. They didn't really have the guns to fight back. They did manage to drop one. The hands of Oxy did damage almost everywhere else.
This comeback is going to be off the back of Moose and his setups and having really well-placed trips. And him not playing in spots where he can be knifed. It's going to be a tall ask.
Yeah.
For sure.
And honestly, that was the same conversation we had on Bind, right? It was a close half. The hands of Oxy did damage all. That was weird. That was
loud.
Yeah, I could hear myself. It was the same conversation we had on Bind, right? The question was, how can Moose do on the defensive side with the Cypher util, because you know it's going to be miserable to get through. And it wasn't because of Moose that Bind didn't go their way.
Can't use that.
Definitely. 100 Thieves. Slow mid-control here, but proactive fight from C9, catching them off guard.
And it looks like they want more. Rooney's gotten 2. Oxy's joining in on the fun. Bang and Boostio punching back at least a little bit. At least enough to keep it competitive. And if they feel all this pressure, you know they're probably going to end up back B, and guess who's there? It's Moose.
I just love how he's just playing a completely different game in a world of his own.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good info.
Yep.
That is
Cheeky little
such
camera
a
spot.
cool cam.
You steal that for your rank games.
But C9 are splitting up here. See Vanity holding this A site. Zeppa pushed up all the way in the A main. They're so worried that the enemy team is going to go back to A.
Oh, it's like you mentioned.
Destroyed.
The longer there's silence on the map, the more doubt and paranoia are introduced into the minds of the defense. Boosty's got now. That should be the cue, surely.
30
As the first
seconds
trip
left.
goes out, you see the knife clearing out B main, making sure there's nobody there. They know Moose is back.
Good molly.
Very good molly. And again, Boostio's gotten so far up. Boost is there to greet him, though. A 1v3.
Oh, no way.
Oh, he's played this beautifully. But Zeppa's going to swing at just the right time. Cloud9 will get their fourth.
Nice. I like it. I like the mid fight. They're not scared, even though they're down. What? They were down 11-3. They're not scared to go for a mid fight like that. And that's a good sign if you're a C9 fan.
That was such a nice setup. That fight was gorgeous. So 3 rounds in a row. Cloud9 giving 100 Thieves a little bit of their own medicine with a bonus. But even with that, 100 Thieves have invested a bit. Cryo with the Guardian, 2 Stingers.
Look at that trip.
There have been some wild trips that we've seen. And again, Moose just kind of flexing, right? They're certainly, again, they're making plenty of noise. The flash is there, the swing too. Oxy turns it and drops both.
Down mid.
And they reaggress, they push for more. Nothing is found, but the space is taken, and the spike is sitting under their feet.
He wants more.
I don't blame him.
Boostio barely missing that timing.
Is ready.
Bang's still shooting. He's going to get caught, though. Feeling the pressure. The shorty in his face. We've got a lot of shorty kills this map.
I
Remaining.
got the spike.
Yeah.
How he still gets his one is beyond me. But Cloud9 gets a 5. Again, still plenty of work to do. But confidence starting to grow. Oxy's looking comfortable. He's playing aggressive. They're not backing down from any fights. And that's what you want. If you're going to make a comeback, it's got to be off the backs of things like that.
One enemy
He's
remaining.
been playing actually very well in this series and just been getting shut down like that.
Right, yeah.
I mean, what is he supposed to do about Boostio just perfectly lining up his head like that? I feel like he's done so much, but he's kind of just getting a little bit unlucky.
Meanwhile, on the other side, again, got to call him out. Bang, 20 and 7.
Jeez.
Not bad. Asuna getting that orb online will trigger his ult. And they still have the whole map to play with here. So many options.
I think they actually read into the fact that they think that C9 has the Cypher set up on A. And that's why they're leaning B, but it's going to be a double back now.
I love that cam too. Spotting anyone going up cat. And in case there's anyone who does tuck in through mid, you're going to see him as well.
But these trips in the A main choke, oh, this trip is going to get a lot of value.
Yeah, and even off the face of the fake, because you just saw the drone come out from EUB while everyone else was rotating A. They still have the utility for Moose to keep them at bay.
Shadows.
And that knife towards the B side of the map from Zeppa should identify that this is going to be an A hit.
Even with the ult.
Crowd jumps over the trip.
Oh, and they TP into it as well.
Spike down
Cryo
A.
gets, excuse me, Oxy gets 2.
30
Zeppa holding a
seconds
line back. EU and Cryo, the only ones who remain. Vanity playing on the other side of the smoke. EU having to go aggressive. The trips continue to be a problem. They're a bloody nuisance.
One enemy remaining.
And it's another for Cloud9.
100 Thieves overthinking that round. Boostio trying to call a fake there. I think they did think that Cypher was towards that A site, and that's why they committed that KO ult there.
I imagine the vast majority of this conversation, as the timeout's called by 100 Thieves, is around Moose and his utility. It just continues to cause problems.
Hey, yes, sir.
Come on, go.
5 rounds in a row now for the...
And
there's
Oxy
that-
with confidence is a different animal that you have to deal with.
Oh, for
it's
sure.
a whole other player.
Yeah. We haven't seen the Super Saiyan pop off yet, but you know, when that hits, they're starting to believe. Oxy spotted, has to take the fight. The flash is certainly going to help.
He's still gonna walk up.
Of course he is. Because they know they have so many layers to this. There's backup on both sides, but that's all it is for now.
Dude, his job in this half is to fight to the death, but he does get taken out, and that enables the knives from Cryo.
How much more can he find? tucked
He
in.
doesn't need to do anything right now. Just play the 5v3. Tropper. Clean.
Blade still up. It looks like there may be a setup, and there it is.
Oh.
Not able to land the shots, but the damage has been dealt. The space has been garnered. And now so much left to do for Cloud9. Cryo with 3 on the round. And Rooney left to wonder where it all went wrong.
Yeah, he just has to save here. No real damage. Gets one tapped instead. It's tough. I mean, Oxy gets picked off there, but he's honestly been the main factor of them even having any sort of resemblance of a comeback. So
for sure.
I don't blame him for trying to take all these fights and being really, really aggressive like that. Just this time he gets punished, and
Enemy remaining.
when you give a team so many rounds to work with, that one round makes such a difference.
Oh,
and now we're on match point.
You have to play perfect Valorant to just get to overtime. It's just it's miserable to have to try to navigate.
It's been done before by me. I believe in Oxy.
An op in the hands of the duelist, who again has been the main reason. Him and Moose feel like they've been the main reason why Cloud9 have prolonged this
He's
as long
getting
as they
traded here.
have. Blades up, dash across.
Oh my gosh, he's alive.
Space relinquished.
100 Thieves are still going to commit to this, but that dart scans both players, and that Omen Flash will hit everybody.
Vanity tried to find some space, tried to find some solace, and he could not. He sent into the next, and there may not be another. Asuna with 2, Moose and Rooney trying to stand tall, trying to deliver in the face of 5. 1 is found, and that's all it'll be. Rooney cannot. 100 Thieves obliterate Cloud9.